and also the first black president that we have ever had, and can be seen as a symbol of changing times. Although not perfect by any means, though which president has, he has done so many monumental things in his terms as president. Many of the things he has been able to do, but not limited to, are to limit U.S. troops' involvement in wars in the Middle East, his health care reform bill, and improve relations with many countries, including his New START program and the Cuban Thaw. After being inaugurated, one of Barack's main goals was to remove as many troops from the East as possible, which resulted in the removal of most troops from Iraq and the slow decline of troops stationed in Afghanistan. This didn't mean that we were done helping those in need, but rather ending the needless deaths of American troops. Exhibited in Libya, where not American soul was on the ground during the war, but rather American fighters and bombers were used to take out key targets of the Libyan government. Barack Obama was also responsible for issuing the mission that led to the death of Osama bin Laden. According to the History Channel, Osama bin Laden was the most sought-after man and was able to elude the largest manhunt in history for over 10 years. Less involvement in American and the Middle East allowed for Barack to focus on more pressing matters at home. Another key part of Obama's first term in office was his Health Care Reform Act, which were proved to help many rather than a few, all while at the total goal of decreasing Medicaid spending. In the Obamacare bill, there were many new policies that both Americans and insurance providers would have to comply with, and have had a mostly positive effect on the nation and its people, while also being a great boon to the economy. A common problem, but a severe one, was insurance providers could opt out of their agreements with policymakers if they were to become sick, resulting in the policyholder not being able to afford their medical bills. Another effect that the bill had was lessening the burden on young adults who normally would not take health insurance in favor of other expenses. The bill now allows for these young adults to stay under their parents' policy until the age of 26 before being dropped. Another important part in this bill was to get rid of insurance providers' ability to discriminate possible insurance holders based on their pre-existing health or conditions, which allows for more affordable insurance. In an article by Dan Megan on the 28th of July in 2015 for CNBC called Obamacare Side Effects, the main focus of the bill was to reduce the overall reliance and expenditure of government Medicaid programs, which accounts as the second largest expenditure of government money. During Obama's second term of presidency, his focus shifted from matters from home to abroad, where he made many new policies with nuclear-capable countries and renewed some long-forgotten affairs. One of the many important matters Obama was focused on was reducing tension between the U.S. and Russia, and this was done with the New START Treaty. In the U.S. Department of State article for the New START Treaty, which aims at lowering the total amount of long-range missiles, bombers, and number of nuclear warheads both countries could keep on hand. Another important matter was the reopening of diplomatic relations with Cuba, which only lies 90 miles off the coast of Florida. Obama is the first president in over 90 years to have any diplomatic communication with the government of Cuba, and he stated in his speech remarks to the people of Cuba that opening up relations with Cuba would have beneficial effects on both American and Cuban business and tourism, and that the embargo would be lifted along with the normalization of trade and relations would eventually make way. Over the years, the Obama administration has been responsible for many good things that have positively affected the lives of many Americans. And as the second term comes to a close, it's good to know some of the things that he's been able to accomplish in his years as president. Any questions?
Why did Obama remove the troops from the Middle East?
Well, mainly just to stop, the needless deaths of Americans and to focus on matters at home such as Obamacare.
Why is the Obamacare Act effective?
It's given many, people that were in the poverty levels and able to pay for insurance, and it's helped a lot of people.